And we're live. Thank you so much for joining me on IPFest News right here in the Focus Forward studios. We are super duper excited to join you today. Today we're doing a little bit different. We're over on YouTube, so for those of you that are on Facebook, you'll catch the replay. But we're doing some testing also about where we're streaming and what it looks like and all of that great stuff. A big shout out to the media team for making this a possibility. Now, we are 5 days away from the deadline for IPFest Fest. So I think I'm live. Hold on, let me just check my YouTube link. I'm hearing voices in the back. Let me check to make sure that we are actually live. This is what happens when, you're doing live video. Yep, we are live. So I'm going to share this out. If you are streaming with us, thank you so much for doing so. Share it, let everybody know that we are live over on YouTube. And let me just let the team know so that they can make sure. Got it. So, with that being said, I'm super excited to be here with you today. Today, it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be short and sweet. Again, Islandpreneur Power Fest is happening on June 27th to 29th, calling all women entrepreneurs for this. This is going to be an amazing experience where you get the unique opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity, to be able to take your business to the next level and enter into global markets. So we're working with a whole bunch of people. We have combined more than 100 years of experience to help you. Some of those people are Allison Eman, who's the CEO of Venture Atlanta, the largest venture capitalist accelerator group in the Southeast. Ali Merritt, who is the director of A Tech Village, which is the fourth largest tech hub in the US. We have Leslie Samuel from St. Martin that's going to be here. I am just really stoked. It's going to be amazing. Did I just say stoked? I've been watching too much different kinds of videos. Did I say stoked, guys? I said stoked. Oh, I said stoked. But I'm really excited for this opportunity. Only 40 women from St. Martin, Aruba, Curacao, and Atlanta will be here. And so we are very excited about that. That being said, application is open now, and which means that you have just a few days left to put in your application. And that for us is really, really important. So this is not the typical conference that you just pay your money and you have access. That's not how this is designed. In fact, there is I repeat, that's an N and an O, no registration fee for Islandpreneur Fest 2024. I've gotten a lot of questions about that. I know you guys are in disbelief because with all that we're bringing to you, you're expecting to pay big money and you wanted to get your money right. The only thing you have to pay if you are coming outside of St. Martin is you have to pay your flight here and your accommodation. For those of you that are coming from Curacao and Aruba, we have big announcements coming to you very soon that the U.S. mission to the Dutch Caribbean is supporting your accommodation rates. So they are going to be at least giving you some money to cover some of that. And we're very excited because they're that committed to this, right? Big shout out also to the U.S. Consulate General Curacao, our key collaborative partner. Without them, this would not be possible. So to the entire team, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have partnered on this, and they are a true partner. I mean, they're rolling up their sleeves and they're making sure that this thing gets done and gets done right. And we're also grateful to our partners, the Ministry of Finance and TELEM, for the continued support in this kind of a program. So for St. Martin, and I want to just kind of dive a little bit in. We've talked a bit about, we talked a bit about what's coming up June 27th. I just wanted to share with you a little bit more on on the power of now, because I think a lot of people think I could do this later. And in my own experience as a professional procrastinator in times past, I have done a lot of things later when I should have done it now. And that has an implication because some things are just time sensitive, right? Some things are just time sensitive. The application to Islandpreneur Fest 2024 is one of those things that are time sensitive. We have 5 days left for the application deadline. So we're going to end application on May 31st at 11:59 p.m. That's 11:59 p.m. AST, Atlantic Standard Time. Go to timeanddate.com to look it up to make sure that you're on the right time. Do what you got to do. But it's happening. The deadline is May 31st, 11:59. So the power of now. There are things that we need to be doing now in this particular time. We have, in this time, it is the easiest time to start your business. It is the easiest time to grow your business. And for us living on small island states, and in the Caribbean, it doesn't always feel like that. But if you ask your uncle, your auntie, your grandfather, the person that's been in business for the past 50 years, they will let you know the kinds of challenges they had to go through, and you'd be surprised that you don't have to go through those kinds of challenges anymore. So there is a power of now. Now has implications. Now we have the internet. Now we have YouTube. Now we have Facebook. Now we have support from all over the world on islands. Now we have the capacity to really thrive and grow our businesses. Now we have access to global markets with your phone or your laptop. It is just an amazing opportunity to do things now. Now you have things like artificial intelligence that makes life even more easier. Now you have all kinds of dynamics that allow you to thrive, even when it's challenging, even when you don't have the entire infrastructure in place for us in the Dutch Caribbean, even when you can't easily get paid online, even when you can't easily ship out things, it is still easier now than it was before. And so what I want you to do is to tap into the power of now, whatever that is for you. If you have a book that's been inside of you forever, do it now. If you have the capacity, the gift to do public speaking, get on somebody's stage now. In fact, you don't even have to get on anybody's stage. You can build your own stage now with YouTube, with Facebook, with the different things that you have going on in the digital world and in the digital economy. If you want to go ahead and start your fashion line, do it now. If you want to start oils and go into whatever business you want to go into, whatever it is that you want to do it now. Now is never too late to do what you need to do now. And so we're very excited about the power of now. We are excited that Islandpreneur Power Fest is happening now. Not now as in exactly today, but now as in about a month from now, June 27th to June 29th on the beautiful island of St. Martin at the Simpson Bay Beach Resort, which is our host hotel. We have special rates also if you want to stay there. And we are super excited about that. So the power of now is you tapping into doing it now. Don't push it off till later. Now, let me tell you why most people push it off till later. There's one main reason. Well, there's a few, but I'll cover maybe 2 to 3. One is imposter syndrome. I don't know enough. I got to study more. I got to gain more life experience. I got to do this and I got to do that. The thing about it is that who you are now is hopefully a bit more wiser, smarter, better than who you were 5 years ago. And so you still have the information now to teach the person that is 5 years behind of you. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a PhD or an MBA in it. Your life experience and your uniqueness is quality enough for you to share the information that you need to share now. That's one. Another thing is that connected to the imposter syndrome is the fear of failure. How are people going to be seeing you? You're going to look like you're failing. You don't have a studio, for example. You don't have a team. But before I had a studio access and an amazing team to do this kind of work, I had my laptop, I had my internet, and I remember being in Dutch Quarter hearing the, if you're from St. Martin, you know where I'm talking about. I remember living in Dutch Quarter and hearing the bikes on a Sunday just go up and down, interfering with my production at home. And I did it anyways, because production is always going to be better than perfection. You don't get perfect without doing it first. You have to produce something. So I studied and I just went ahead and did it. And when I say studied, I mean Googled and looked at different videos and looked at the style that I like, the style that I don't like, something that resonates with me, something that doesn't resonate with me. Now I'm at the point where I have a team that's like, Ife, let's try this, let's do this, let's explore this. And I'm like, yeah, let's go for it, because they know more than I do. All I have to do now is show up, which is a lot better than trying to figure it out all on my own. Because if you saw the production, I used to have like the little standing lamps here to try and catch my face, but it was like the yellow lights, so I looked a little brown. It was a hot mess, but it was quality at the time, and it could do what I could do. So what I'm saying is, don't be afraid of not looking perfect. Be afraid of not getting it done. So go ahead and get it done, right? And so those are the two main reasons why people don't do things now. And another thing too is, can I be honest? Can I be really, really honest? And I want to say this with as much love and compassion and empathy. I just want to be honest and very, very transparent. Some of us are just plain lazy. We see it as hard work. But guess what? If you do the work hard now, you don't have to do the hard work later. So just do the AKA hard work. It's never really hard work. It's just a mental thing that we're doing in our head that says, oh, that's too hard and it's too complicated. But it's not. That's a perspective. If you think of it easy, it will be easy. If you think of it hard, it will be hard. Henry Ford, the guy who created Ford car, of which we know the Ford vehicle, whether you like it or not, 100 years later, it still exists. He said, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. So whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. You get to choose what you can and cannot do. And so for many of us, we identify or align ourselves with all the things we can't do, which makes it very hard to focus on the things that we can do. And so when I say lazy, I'm not talking about you're scared of hard work. I'm talking about the mental work that it requires for you to switch from one to the next. And that is also, to be honest, not easy. Oftentimes it is a challenge for you to kind of switch your mindset. But if you're surrounding yourself with the right people, reading the right things, doing the right things, you're going to be fine. Okay? I say that with all love. Oh, you don't cancel me, please. Okay? Show me still love. All right? I'm just speaking from my heart. So, that being said, we are about a month out from June 27th and 29th. It is now May 26th. You have 5 days if you are a woman entrepreneur, or if you know a woman entrepreneur, if you want to support a woman entrepreneur, go ahead, share the information with them. You are 5 days out from the deadline for the application. We are going to do that in a fast turnaround time. We're going to start making announcements really soon. In fact, some of the announcements are going to be made this week already. We still have some spaces left. We're catering for 40. And so we want as many people to apply as possible. You have the opportunity, the unique opportunity. I don't know if this is ever going to happen again like this, that there is no registration fee for 3 days of content with more than 100 years of experience combined of some of the best experts we can find from the Caribbean and from the US to help you to access global markets. I don't think that that's going to ever happen again. So this is the once in a lifetime opportunity. Apply. We have space for 40 women. And we're making sure that it's a smaller group so that we can really pour into them and really help them take it to the next level. So that being said, the power of now, act now, do it now, overcome the imposter syndrome. You are good enough, and I'll show you how you know that you're good enough. What I want you to do is take your hand and put it in front of your face and just blow into your hand. You feel that? That's air. That's a breath of life. And with the fact that you have life in your body means that you are good enough. It doesn't really matter what other people think. Once you're producing it, you can perfect it and overcome the mental can'ts and turn them into the mental can'ts. And you would be surprised how life will turn around for you in a very short period of time. All right. My name is Ife Badajo, visionary behind everything that's Islandpreneur. This was your Islandpreneur News broadcast brought to you from Focus Forward right here on May 26th on a beautiful Sunday. I'll see you next week. Talk soon. Bye.